Kababayan, today we are taking your calls live in Los Angeles. Sorry po, pero we cannot take your calls from Hawaii because of the time difference. But you can always email us here at kababayan@la18.tv, and we can talk about that the next time that our attorneys come back. Ngayon naman kasama natin si Ate Nida mula sa Irvine. Ate Nida?
Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat.
Good afternoon. Ano po yung tanong ninyo para sa ating immigration attorney ngayong hapon na to?
Nung pong nag-green card holder ako noong 2010, pinetition ko po yung dalawa kong anak na single adults. And then, ito pong 2015, I became a citizen.
Okay.
Ang tanong ko lang po ilang taon pa po ba yung aantayin ko? Dahil 2010 ko sila pinetition as a single adult. And then now that I became a citizen 2015, kailangan ko po bang baguhin yung filing ko dun sa immigration?
Okay, this is an excellent question, Ate Nida, because we have talked about this before. And first of all, congratulations on becoming a citizen. High five. Oh. Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah,
So,
well, you know, what happens is that if you file a petition for your unmarried child, and that's in one category if you're a permanent resident, and then when you become a U.S. citizen, that changes automatically to another category, which is the F1 category. The nice thing is that you can float between the two categories, F1 and F2B, so that if one category is faster than another, you can take the faster category. So there's no real consequence to becoming a U.S. citizen if you're the petitioner for the beneficiary, other than they get a benefit of being able to choose a faster category. So currently now the F2B category is slightly faster than the F1 category.
and the
F2B is for the unmarried child of a permanent resident. So when the visa category becomes current for that, because for right now it's in 05, so it's still a little bit of time to wait.
So 5 more years.
So when the priority date starts to become current, you can see which one becomes current faster, because sometimes the F1 is faster. So right now you're still off a few years to wait, but keeping an eye on the visa categories and seeing where they're going and then making that choice at that time.
Okay, malapit na po, Ate Nida. Okay, kasama na natin si Romeo mula sa Anaheim. Romeo, nandiyan ka ba?
Okay, nandito po ako.
Okay na okay. Ano pong tanong ninyo ngayong hapon na to?
Okay, I've been here in the U.S. since 1984 under a business visa. And ever since that time, I've been staying here in California.
Okay, ano po yung tanong ninyo?
Under what circumstances can I qualify for a green card or a permanent residency?
Okay, so it's been since 1984, and he has a business visa. Is that considered an investor visa?
It's likely an e-visa, which is either as an investor or a trader visa.
Okay.
Because otherwise, all of the other business visas have limitations as far as the length of time that you can have them. So with the e-visa, which is either the E1 or the E2 that he has, it's wonderful because just like he's been here since 1984, and 2016 he's still here. The difficulty, and with the e-visa, you can extend forever as long as you have that business operational and viable. The difficulty with the e-visas, however, is that they are very difficult to convert from the temporary e-visa over to the green card. It's not impossible. But there are a lot of limitations as far as changing over. And in order to qualify, there might have to be some structural changes within the corporation that need to be changed. We might need to add maybe a couple partners, or you might need to divest a certain bit of your control over the corporation, or you might even have to incorporate. So there are some corporate changes that might need to be made before we can move forward. But it's certainly, if you know that you want to move toward that green card, then it might be a process, but we may be able to get you there.
Okay. All right, kasama naman natin si Lisa mula sa Englewood. Lisa, nandyan ka ba?
Yes, opo. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po sa inyo.
Yeah, ang itatanong po kasi I have 2 sons. Yung 31 years old is married, 35 is single. Ngayon, they have 10-year visa na-expire na renew. Until 2022, may US tourist visa sila, kaya pabalik-balik dito. Now, my question is, if I petition them, kasi hanggang 2022, doon natatakot sila na pag inano ko sila, pinetition, after 2022, can they be issued another U.S. tourist visa after 2022?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a concern.
Yeah, I think the question is if once you start the petition process for somebody, do then they lose the ability to come into the United States as a non-immigrant on a tourist visa? And that's a very good question. I think some of it is answered by the habits. That is, if they are coming in and out of the United States on a fairly regular basis, not staying here too long, and returning back to the Philippines, the likelihood that the embassy will see that pattern and say, okay, well, they're complying with the laws, and renew that is good. If you're not using it, you haven't used it in a while, and then you're going to go to renew and they see that you have a petition that's now maybe a year or 2 or 3 away from being approved and being current, then you might get some pushback from the embassy saying that you're really going to come to the United States to stay permanently. So a lot of it is very case specific, and at the embassy level, it's very difficult to predict with any certainty what they're going to do. But does it have an impact? Yes, it does have an impact, and that is something you should be aware of.
Okay. We are taking your calls here in Los Angeles, California. Tawagan niyo po kami. We're going to break, but we have one more segment, so this is your chance to call us. We'll be right back.